Alright, this is going to be my vlog and pretty much going over some of the PC stuff that we're going to be upgrading and also doing a complete and utter reamp. I mean, because you can see all this right here is a complete mess. I just came back from New York and it's Friday, tomorrow's going to be Saturday. It's going to be nothing but thunderstorms and rain. And what better way to spend time on my vacation by having to do like some sort of like kind of reamp. Get some, vitalize the thing, get it up to snuff, clean it up. And it's not just cleaning, we also going to go in the back of this. We're going to clean out this PC, rewire some stuff. And also we're going to be doing a whole bunch of tidying up and stuff like that, and so it's gonna be a lot of work, and I pretty much it needs it, because you can look like some of the wiring right there. I'm gonna try to get it up to snuff, up the code, straighten it out. I did order some stuff off of Amazon. This light right here doesn't even work anymore, so I'm gonna unplug this, and this is gonna go out in the fucking trash. And we're going to, what else? Oh, and the headset over here, I got a different headset stand for this, so it's gonna be a lot more taller, and it also going to fit like two controllers, which I do have two Xbox controllers. One is just for fighting, this one is just for everything all around, and then really I got three. So I got this one is for like my shooter, something like I want to feel comfortable, even my racing. This is like my number one. So yeah, so basically we got three controllers. Two of them is going to get hanged up. It's not going to be sitting here. I'm going to get a different headstand that has the headset stand, but it also includes the whatchamacallit, the controller as well, where I could just put the controllers behind there if I'm not really using it, and if I need to use it I'll take it. And it does have the USB ports. I might be losing one extra USB port, but that's fine because I'm just using one for the light right here, and then we're going to use the other one to charge my headphones, which is going to be fine. This is all going to be cleared up. So yeah, we're going to be definitely doing a lot of work. And it's not just here, it's also, the room, everything else, all this stuff. Going to get clean, tidy, picked up. So I'm going to try to reamp it in 2024. I was like, well, it's thunderstorming, it's raining, there's nothing else really I'm going to be doing, so I might as well spend the time to do it. Alright, the first thing that we have on the list right here, I went out on the Best Buy and I got me a 2 terabyte NVMe Gen 4. So I'm going to put that in my PC. I'm going to put it in my motherboard once I take everything out, clean it. I'm going to install this. We're going to take the old one out, which is a 1 terabyte drive, which I use for gaming and stuff, and I think it's time to like up the antes a little bit, because I want to fit more games on there. And also on top of that, I do like to mods and stuff like that, so I'm going to need a little bit more bigger space than 1 terabyte drive, so I'm going to go with a 2 terabyte one. I got this for 4th of July sale that's going on right now at Best Buy, and it was about like $150. So I picked it up. It was like $150. I was like, why not? Scooped it up, grab it, and we're going to do that. And you probably are noticing another thing right here, which is this weird contraption, which is like a 2.5-inch drive, which this one is going to be for doing my backups, basically making copies of my files that's in the computer. So basically like all of my important files, if we go right over here, hold on, let me just pull up a chair real quick, right, I'll show you. So like this is pretty much the game plan here for this, because this one I want to use this as like a backup, copying, like, have it like set up that's going to copy like every single, like, week, month, or whatever. It's going to make a copy of it, and it's going to be stored and saved on here, just in case, let's say, like, oh, the house was burning down or something, God forbid, something were to happen like that, right? Or we have to leave and I can't take my PC. I can just take this, because everything is already copied onto this 4 terabyte hard drive, which I do have an extra 4 terabyte hard drive lying around. So I was like, well, might as well put it into good use and use it for, again, for like backups and stuff like that, copying stuff. So make a clone off of one of these drives. So that's what I'm going to, that's my game plan. And that's going to be like pretty much towards the end to start with, right? Let's blow this up a little bigger. Then we'll bring this a little closer. I'm doing it with my hand, so I do apologize. I don't have it steady. But if we take a look right here, right, we can see, like, I got all my drives right here. Got my backup one. That's my my other external, which is 2.5 one. But I'm gonna use the 4 terabyte one for this one, because I have like a lot of things to save, especially even the 4 terabyte one hard drive, where I save all of my stuff, like my OBS meme clips, this stuff, like all the important things that I need to get access, like my thumbnails, this, that, I need this, whatever. If I need to get access to like OBS stuff, all this stuff is really important. So, like documents and stuff. So all of this is going to be a copy, and is going to be updated every single like month. So every month, with the 4 terabyte drive, is going to make a copy of this and is going to save it in here. So anytime that I put new music, put new this, put new that, every month that is going to get updated and be in here. So just in case if something happens to my computer, if it broke, it shit the bed, I don't want to lose all of this stuff that I work for. So everything is going to get a copy. So it's just going to be cloned and copied, and it's going to be saved. So that's my plan to do. And let's go back to this one right here for the 2 terabyte drive. So I name my drives all the time. So right here, this drive right here, which I use this for my games and stuff like that, this is going to get replaced with the 2 terabyte drive. And then right here, I think this one is the 500 gig one, that's going to go. So whatever, like OBS, like all of my recordings and clips that I'm saving, I'm going to, cut this, and I'm going to put it into my 2 terabyte SSD, my SATA SSD. So that's where I'm going to put it, not this one. This is my NVMe. This one is going to be my SATA SSD. This one is a SATA SSD, but I'm just taking out this, which is the 500 gig. I'm going to take this out, and this is going to be replacing it. This is going to be there. So basically all of my recordings, everything that I save, we're just moving it over to this spot right here. And then we're going to have to format this. We're going to have to format this. I'm gonna have to uninstall whatever games that I have. So like if I have all these installed, I'm gonna have to uninstall all of this. I don't have to uninstall any of the programs, because all the programs is saved on the C drive, so that's fine. It's just mainly the games and all of my recordings that's gonna be moved over. So this is gonna be format, this is gonna be format, and that is about it. So the 4 terabyte is gonna stay there, that's gonna be fine, nothing else is gonna be replaced. So that's going to pretty much be my game plan right there. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to start prepping that now, right? So that's what I should be doing right now. So like for this right here, right, we're going to open up this, which, has all of my stuff right in here, my mods and stuff like that, Starfield and stuff. Actually, better yet, you know what we should do? We should uninstall the games first. That's what we should do. Uninstall it, get it out, and then we'll just reinstall it again. That's what we should do. So we'll go down here. We got this Elden Ring update. We're going to go to manage. We're going to go to uninstall. Yes, we're going to uninstall this game. Which is not a big deal. We're going to do the same thing for this one as well. We're going to go to manage, uninstall. Yes. That's 2 games uninstalled. I don't think we got no other games installed, which is fine. Now we're going to do the same thing for the Xbox One. So we're going to uninstall Starfield. We'll reinstall Starfield again. And then we're going to uninstall Forza Ryzen 5. Uninstall that. Yes. Which should be gone. So it should be gone. Okay. Let's just make sure. Okay, so we got all those games uninstalled, so that's fine. Alright. Just to double check, right? Since we are here, just to double check, we're gonna look at this right here. So you see right here, like now it's like completely empty. So now since this is empty, now we can reformat this now. So now we're gonna reformat this, so then this will be a clean one. So we're gonna leave all this on default. We're gonna reformat this. Be careful when you reformat this. Like, you know, make sure you go through any folders, anything like that before you reformat. So if you know, like, oh, there's a new folder, if you got a pick in there, take it out while you can. If you got stuff in here, or, you know, mods and stuff, which we don't really have mods. I mean, we do, but again, we can always download and re-download these mods again, so it's not a big deal for me. We can always do that for Cyberpunk. We can do that for Starfield, so it's not that big of a deal. So I'm not worried about that because we can always re-download it again and go through it. So once we check all that, now we can go do format. We're going to reformat this. We're going to do a quick format. That's fine. And then it's going to tell you right here all the warnings and stuff about it. Says right here, formatting will erase all data and stuff like that, blah blah blah. Yes, we get it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to reformat this drive. And we already reformatted it. Good. And now it is somewhat empty. I don't know why, but I'm going to delete this. We don't even have this anymore. So it doesn't matter. So we already reformatted it. It's cleared, done, that's good, and we can move on to something else, because I think even for program files, there's nothing in there. Windows apps, there should be nothing in there, so you just denied access, so there's nothing. Alright, so we're going to take this drive out. We got that done. Now let's go with this one here. Since we're going to reformat this, but we got to move all of these clips, because like again, like I could have clips in here, like my vertical clips right here, you know, whatever, right? My recordings, like all of my stuff right here, you know, we're going to have to move that to another folder. So there's 2 things we can do. We can just copy it, put it over here, or we can just, you know, whatever. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to reformat this, because that way it's pretty much good. So, you know, I'm going to try to do that. I'm going to reformat this because there's nothing in here but games. And that's it. So I'm going to reformat this. Then we're going to copy this over. I'm going to probably, or make a new folder, and then we'll copy this over and go do that. So we'll do like this. So we're going to reformat this, so which is the 2 terabyte SSD, and luckily I named these files, like, because when you first get drives, the drives are not going to name like this. You're going to have to name the drives, so make sure you rename the drives and stuff like that. And that's what I do all the time. Right? Format, rename the drives, and stuff like that. If you don't know how to rename it, you just go down here and say right here rename. So I can rename the drive whatever it is. So that way I know what this drive is about. I know what it's going to be intended for. So I just made it simple. I just put main SSD 2 terabyte drive. But we're going to reformat it. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do that. Everything is on default. Allocate size, default size allocation. Store to default. Okay, and then that's it. Reformat it. Same warning screen, yes. It's going to do this thing. And it's done. And it's complete. There we go. Should be good. And let's check. Pretty much should be empty. Nothing there. Okay, so there we go. That's nothing. It's gone. Okay. So now I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what I should do is I should make like files for each one of these, because there's like Capcom fighting shorts. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to put this into the vertical clips of recording. So like Capcom fighting shorts, I'll put it in there. Forza Horizon 5 short clips, I'll put it in here. Live wallpaper, I'm going to leave that alone. OBS recording, I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave this alone. Random gameplay clips and shorts. So it's nothing. We're going to leave that alone. And actually, and then this is for snowboarding. So we're going to put that clip into vertical recording. And then this is Starfield clips. So if I have any Starfield stuff, random gameplay clips, you know what? I'm going to put that in there too. And then Starfield, we'll throw that into recording. Yeah, we're going to throw that in there. So then that way, if I have any Starfield clips, I throw it in there, right? I'll throw the Starfield clips in there. If I make another folder, throw whatever in there, throw it inside of the folder. Like it will record and I'll just like throw it inside of that folder. So then that way I know where it is, the location. And then here I got all the clips, Capcom fighting shorts. I'm gonna rename this. Rename it to, we're gonna put this to a capital C, Capcom, and then we're gonna put this in the capital F, and then we're gonna do capital S, and then we're gonna put clips, so we're gonna capital C, clips. Clip shorts, and that's it. I'm gonna rename it that. Forza Horizon 5 clip shorts, random gameplay clip shorts, snowboard gameplay clip shorts. That's fine. So now we already got that. Then we can just throw this in here. Boom. So there it is. So now when I record my shorts, it's gonna be here, and then if I'm ready to throw it in here, boom. And if I make another folder. So basically, I got Starfield clips right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw Starfield clips into here, throw that into here, and then if I got Forza Horizon 5 clips, we'll make a new folder. Boom. And then we're going to do that part. Forza. Like these are my long clips, so these are like projects and stuff like I really have to edit and stuff. If it's a short, it'll be in my short clips. If it's long, it's gonna be in here. So Forza Horizon, Ryzen 5. There we go. Or better yet, you know what? Just to not put a Pacific, because I might download Forza Horizon 4. I'm going to just put Forza Horizon. So now I got all of these clips. Forza Horizon's there. Now I'm going to put the Capcom clip for that. I'm going to make a new folder. Put this. And then I'm going to do Capcom clips. Capcom fighting clips. Or Capcom fighting collection. Hard to do this in one hand, so bear with me. Oops. See, fighting. Fighting collection. Boom. So there's that. Now we can drag the Capcom fighting collection clips right in there. These are, I don't think these are anything, but I'm gonna just check. Yeah, this is just a project that I'm working on. So this is just project stuff. We'll delete that. We don't need that. And then we'll put this one, intro and outro clips. Folder, and then we're gonna just put you gotta give me credit. Doing this in one hand is pretty tough. OBS intro, slash, oh yeah, I can't do it. Do and outro clips. There we go. That's how you do it. Outro. No, I think it's outro. Yeah, intro, outro. Oops, I'm about to put clips. Damn it, clips. There we go. Okay, made a folder for that. I'm gonna put this, gonna drag that in here. So now it's much more neater and better. And this we're gonna leave it just the way how it is. So we're gonna leave all this here. This is for like wallpaper stuff. I'm gonna do more of that soon. So we got everything all up in here, ready to go. So there's that. So now we got everything set for this. Now we can just copy this or cut it. Actually, we're gonna cut these folders because we don't want them here. We want them in our new one. So that's going to go. It's going to take a bit of time. And then after that, once that's done, then we can reformat this, and then this will be all set, ready to go for tomorrow. Then we can just take these out. And then we're going to upgrade this. We're going to remove this. This is going to stay the same. And the 4TB hard drive is going to stay where it's at. I don't have to mess with that. It's just, and my boot is going to stay the same. Just these two, we're going to upgrade this to 2 terabytes. We're just removing one extra, which is good. I want it a little bit more simple, streamlined, a lot more cleaner. So there's that. Okay, so basically we are still in day one. We made some preparation last night on a few things. I slept a little late. It's about like 12 in the afternoon, but I'm on vacation, so who gives a fuck? So anyway, we got a lot of work that we need to do to kind of reamp it, tidy up, and get a few things cleared out. Already ordered the stuff on Amazon, like, you know, yesterday. So it should be arriving on Sunday. So Sunday I should have the new stand for over there, and also the lamp. This is going to go today. That's going to be taken out. That's going to be out of here. I'm going to start prepping for that lamp thing to replace it, which is fine. And then we got a whole bunch of wiring that we need to start straightening out. I'm going to start tightening it up, put some zip ties and getting all that stuff together, because you can see it looks like an absolutely jumbo fucking mess. It looks crazy. So we're going to do that. And we're going to take out the PC. We're going to install all of our stuff like I showed you last night. We got the Western WD Black Western Digital, which we got the 2TB one. We're going to upgrade that. We already did the preparations for on the computer side. Now we just got to take it out, stuff like that. We're going to rewire a whole bunch of stuff on here, so you can see like it's very dusty and stuff, and you gotta, yeah, you can see the dust through this glass window. It's time for a really big clean, wipe down everything. So we're gonna be doing that. You can even look in the front. I think it's definitely time for cleaning. We're gonna reamp a lot of stuff, so it's gonna be a bit of fun. Okay, a bit of fun. And what else did I find? So I find this one last night. Like, again, I showed you the cartridge for it, but I'm gonna show you right now that this is the one with the 4TB. We're going to use this as a backup. So pretty much it's going to be like a clone for copying like all of my major stuff, like my photos, this, that. My document is just gonna rewrite, copy over, and if I make a new folder within that drive or even other drives, it's going to copy that folder and it's going to update, rewrite, which is good. So it keeps all my music, my photos, all of my stuff, in here. So like, again, if there was like some sort of like fire or something like that, or I can't get in the house for a while due to something, and if I need to take this with me, I could take this with me, just in case if this computer got damaged and let's say I lost all of my data and stuff, like it got crunched up, there's nothing really salvageable. This is salvageable because, I have pretty much everything cloned, like all the important stuff. So, opening up back OBS, all my stuff is going to be saved in here, so I'm already straight. I'm already all set. So I don't need to worry. So I found the 4TB drive. We're going to use that, and we're going to leave that towards the back for software. Got the power supply with it. I thought I didn't have enough thermal paste, but we're going to use up what we got right here. So I'm going to use this up. I think I only got like about like that much left for it. And then I'm going to use some of this and this. So basically we're going to make a Frankenstein thermal paste for my Ryzen 9 3900X, which is totally fine. So there's that, and we got some other cleaning up to do, but I'm going to try to throw most of this stuff onto the bed, get this area clear. We're going to take care of the PC first and do all that stuff, put it together and wire it and all that stuff. Then we're going to throw that to the side, clear up all this stuff, and then we can start putting stuff in place, start wiring some stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be nothing but a good time. So let's try to get started with this. Here we go. Okay, that looks so much better. Still got a long way to go. We gotta still do the wiring underneath, but I'm gonna save that for last. I'm gonna do wiping down for the monitors for last. First thing we're gonna do is this one. Take this out. So what I'm going to do, since we're gonna start from the inside, take everything out, get that done, and then we're gonna work our way around the back. So I'm gonna start unplugging all this stuff. We're gonna take out the fans, this coolant. I'm gonna wash it, dry it, and then we're gonna put it back on. And we're gonna use one of the air compressors to kind of like clean it out wipe it, wipe down the CPU and stuff like that. And then yeah, and then what I'm gonna plan on doing is mainly I'm probably gonna, if I don't want to take this out, I'm probably gonna just wipe it right here. Gonna air dust it first, do all that stuff, and then wipe it and wipe underneath on the inside since we got access in here, which is fine. So we're gonna do that, and pretty much we're gonna do the same for the top as well. You know, all that dust and stuff. So yeah, we're gonna take out the graphics card. So that's another thing. We're gonna take out the graphics card, and probably unplug some of the wiring and stuff, and then we'll rewire some of the stuff back in, and then we'll work our way in the back, do some cable management, cable tightening, and we're gonna start taking out the drive. I think you see the one right in here. That's the 500 gig one that we did last night that we already formatted. Move all the stuff to the 2 terabyte one. So this is going to come out. That one, that SSD, if you can see it, let me just put on the light. So that SSD is going to stay. This one right here is going to come out. So yeah, this one is going to come out. And yeah, so we're going to take this out. And I know we got one underneath. It should be right here. The M.2, the 1 terabyte one. We're gonna upgrade it to a 2 terabyte one. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Get rid of the dust. So yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun right there. Let's get started with that. Okay, so we finally took out most of all of the stuff. Just unplug a few things. I'm gonna probably plug this one back in. Took that by accident, thinking it was a CPU. I'm gonna plug this one back in, and then I'm gonna plug that one when I clean this off, clean that off, clean this off, do this, and that way this will be put on back together. But first, we're gonna have to put in our new drive, and once we put in our new drive, then we can close this up, and then whatchamacallit, we'll start doing a little bit of rewiring in the back since we have this one off anyway. So we'll clean this one off and all this stuff, and then we'll try to work our way in the back of the wiring. Once we get this closed off, then we'll flip the case over. We'll probably take out the other drive that's in there, and then we can dust this off, and then we can start throwing it back together. So that's going to be our other plan. And oh yeah, we got to also clean up the GPU as well, at least the back plate a little bit. So we're going to do that as well, you know, do some air dust to it, wipe it, clean it, and then we're going to slap it back in there. Then you notice like this is our 1 terabyte because we're going to upgrade this. So we're going to upgrade this to a 2 terabyte so I can fit all my games on there and stuff. So that's going to be our plan. We're going to dust this off a little bit too at the end. And then we still got our 4 terabyte drive in there. We're going to leave that in there. We're just going to take out that little 500 gig. So yeah, so still pretty dusty, and we're going to have to wipe and all this stuff. So we're going to do that as well. And then we'll put all that stuff together. So that's going to be our next part of the plan of this montage video. So let's get started. Okay, so now we got to the point where we clean off this. We clean off this, which is the CPU, which is looking nice and beautiful. All the pins are fine. Did it with a light toothbrush on there, some alcohol, and I let it dry, and it's going to be fine. And I did all the edges on there, so it should be ready to be put in. It's going to run just fine. Just going to leave that there. I know we did the graphics card over there. That's done, so that's already set. And plus we have our CPU, which this is what I do. Like personally, you know, I do the wipe and the clean, the alcohol, all that stuff. It's better to do that so then it doesn't get into the blades right here. You know, well, the fins. So you don't want none of this in there. You know, you don't want that. It's a pain in the ass to clean it out because you're gonna have to get a toothbrush, a toothpick, and then wipe each and every one of the fins. So that's why you clean the bottom plate first, get it nice and good and clean. Then you could run the rest. If it's not electronic, then you could run the rest in hot water. But if it is electronic, then you're gonna have to do it in a different way. Just making sure that if it's electronic or something like that, you don't want to get it wet. So that's why I brought CPUs without the electronic digital stuff, because I want to just run it in hot water. That's why we can see the fins looking very, very clean. Still got water in there, so I'm going to just let this go for another couple more minutes, and then we're going to, then we're going to blow it, which I could do it right now, but I'm going to just let the fan take care of that. So I'm just trying to put it on here. There we go. Kind of blew it away, but it's fine. So then that way the fan is blowing that air through here, getting rid of most of the water in between there, and then we'll kind of finish it off by blowing it off real quick, and then we could just slap it on, put it together. This one we're going to have to blow it out and clean, but I'm not going to do a video for this. I'm just going to have it clean, ready to go, and then I'll just do the video for the back for like wiring and stuff and pointing out some stuff, and then I'll do that. Then once we do all that, then we can start putting it back together. And then after, when we put it back together solid, everything is clean, then we can work on the wiring stuff underneath. Trying to figure out what I want to do, how I want to do it. So we're going to do that as well, and pretty much we can start putting this back together. So yeah, so let's do that right now. Okay, I got that all done. It looks so much clean. Got the dust out of here. Clean all this. I didn't even took these out. I just cleaned it with the fins right underneath. Did all that stuff. Clean up this. We blew some air in here. Got rid of some of the dust. Also, I fixed this thing as well. Well, not fixed, but technically I had to take these out because of the fact that really when you put in like sticks of RAM, like sometimes you got two pairs of two different ones. Sometimes, you think like lining them up the same like that will work. Yeah, technically it will work. But what I found out is that the matching pairs should always be separated. So like if I have one pair of sticks, right? It's like one pair, two sticks. So like these two sticks has to be separated, not side by side. So like, and the only way you could tell is by that serial number right down here. I think if you see it, hopefully I'll let me zoom in. Okay, so right there where you see that barcode, the last digits will say 75 and then it'll say like something else. So this is, I think that's 75 or 76, but let's just say if that was 75, right? And then the next number after 75, the last digit of that barcode right on top of there, will be 76. So that's a pair. So basically, because 75, next number up is 76. And then, the same thing, if this pair was, for example, this pair was, 81, then the next pair will be 82. So 81, 82. So we know that's a pair. Because this is, if this is 76, 75, this is 81, 82. So like, you know, so we got to do it like that. So it doesn't matter which way. I just go from, you know, this way on down. So I put this one right here. I put what do we call it, 75, 76, 81, 82. So it's separate pairs. It's on different channels, because when you put in a sticker RAM, you gotta make sure they're on the right channel. So like this channel is the first channel, second channel will be this. It'll be in the manual book. So that's what I did. So I fixed that, so hopefully it'll be a lot more better, so it should run better. So that's what I did, and we put in our thing in here. So that's all set, everything is cleaned out. So we got that is already fully dried from the fan. We cleaned up that, and what else? So I cleaned up this one already, that's being worked on. So it's drying right now. Just put it underneath water and stuff in the shower, put it underneath, clean it. Now I got the fan blowing on it. It's going to let that dry. And what else? And we clean up underneath down here. So other than that, now we can start working our way towards the back, and we're gonna do some rewiring, and I'll show you that part. And then once we're done with the rewiring in the back, then we can start slowly starting to put this back together. So I'll see you in the next one. Okay, time for another update. We have finished all of the wiring and stuff like that. It looks pretty good right now. Let me just put the light on. There you go. So yeah, we wired it, cleaned it. Like again, I'm not gonna go so far in there. I'm just gonna blow it with dust, be done with it. This is not an old, not old. I brought it like a couple of months ago, like 2 months ago. So it's not really that dirty. So we're gonna air blow it inside. I already wiped a little bit. We did some of the wiring right here. If you notice, like we did this, I kind of like tuck it right here. I put these wires out more towards in the open, just in case if I need to take out just the fans or something like that. It's already out. All of it is in the open, so it's easy to just take it out and do whatever I need to do. I zip tie some of the points where I need to do. I'm gonna leave this open. These are pretty thick wires. I was trying to see if I could kind of like put it underneath here, but it's not. So I'm gonna just leave it just like this. It's fine. It's not gonna get in the way. And we're gonna make sure that all of the extra wires go through here. We got our 2 terabyte, and this is a Samsung Evo. So we got 2 terabytes right here, already plugged in. Our 4 terabyte hard drive, which we're still gonna keep. So I'm gonna just do a little bit of wiping, dusting down, and again, we just took out the 500 gig one, which we already did like earlier that night. So that's already set. So we got that out. So yeah, now we can start like putting this all together, putting some of the stuff back together, the graphics cards, all this stuff, the CPU in there. So we're gonna just do step by step. First I'm gonna do the back and get all this stuff straightened out. Then we're gonna close the case, flip it over. Then we're going to do the front, and then last but not least, we will do the glass panel and this. Put those on, put these on, and then we could set it to the side, because now we put the whole PC back together. Everything is gonna work fine. We got all the wires checked. Everything is good. So that's pretty much what we have to go through. So yeah, so we're gonna do that, and we're gonna do a montage video of this.
You've never looked at a woman and been totally vulnerable. Oh my God, what an angel on earth just for you. Just could rescue you from the depths of hell, and you wouldn't know what it's like to be her angel.
And there you have it. Everything is put together, clean, looking snazzy. Look at the front, looking beautiful again. Opening up this, looks so much better. You can see the shine in there. It looks really, really good. It looks like it's back to normal. Everything, I checked the wiring and stuff. It looks very, very good. So you can even see up here a little bit. That's why I want to make sure like the power supply is like well plugged in, making sure that this had enough slack. I had to pull that case back to get more slack. That's fine. Everything looks good. Everything looks good. It's very, very clean again. The blades are clean. Put nice thermal paste. This time I didn't overdo the thermal paste. I tried to take some off of it, but that should be more than enough on there. Nice and tight. And yeah, so everything is good, well put together. It's going to fire up. So yeah, just make sure you always check the power supply. Make sure that's good. All of these are in there in the slots. Make sure this is connected. If you could tell, like I did the fan first because it's very hard to reach in there. So since I didn't have this thing, I plug in the fans, then I did this, then I put it together because that makes it so much easier, because then you'll have a pain in the ass to try to fit that little plug in there. So do that ahead of time and then just do this, then the fans, and then you're done. But yeah, just make sure everything is good, it's screwed down tight, everything looks pretty good. I like it. It looks good, very clean. The back looks good and clean. I mean, probably just wipe it down a little bit, but other than that, it looks damn near good. The back side of this look good. Top looking good, nice and clean. Everything looks good. Like it looks really good. It's not even dirty. It looks really, really good. Nice and clean and dry. And even if you had like a little drop of water, it's not going to like damage the thing. But just make sure most of the fins in here, like most of it is already gone, and the rest is going to do its thing when the fans start coming in. It's going to just dry up and get rid of it. So because the heat will kind of evaporate it, so it's going to do that part. So just make sure you get rid of it. Mostly if you have a little bit here and there, it's not the end of the world, but as long as most of that stuff is gone, it's out of there, you can just throw it in here. Looks good. See, it looks like it's ready to go back where it belongs, but we still got a long way to go. So we can throw this to the side. We can start doing, clearing this up, working underneath the bottom with some wiring and stuff. I'm going to figure out some new routing wires and stuff like that and see what I want to do. So at least we got this part done. This computer part, cleaning, stuff like that, breaking it down, putting new thermal paste, putting it back together. Took a bit of time, maybe like a couple of hours and stuff. Maybe if I didn't film, it'd probably be even less than an hour or so. Hour and a half, it'll be less than that. But since I'm filming, so it's going to take a minute. But overall, it's a success. Everything's good. It works good. Nothing broke. Nothing break. All the wiring's out the way. And I make sure that I also tuck that wire underneath the back from this fan, because I don't want that thing to go in here to hit it. So I want to make sure that it's all the way up there and it's like tucked right there. So it's nice and tight. So that's what I did. So, yep. Other than that, I'm probably going to take a break, eat some lunch and stuff, and then we can go ahead and start doing part 2 of this. We're going to wipe all that down, clean it up, wipe it down, do the monitors and stuff, and then we're going to go underneath the things, do some wiring and stuff that I'm going to plan on doing, do a bit of wipes, and yeah, go from there, and then we're going to probably reorganize some stuff. Okay, it's Monday. My order came in. I got all my stuff together. It is finally complete. Rebuilt from the ground up, and it's looking really, really good, and I love it. Only changed like a few things. I kind of like did some other things like the wiring underneath. It's not perfect, right? Because you can't see it from this angle, but when you go down, it's not perfect, but at least is not on the floor. That was the goal. I only got my footrest right there. But if you stand up, you look above right here, there's literally no wires all over the floor. It's not perfect, but again, I just did the best I could. However, let's go over all the things that I kept, things that I changed, and so on and so forth. And you already seen the video of everything that I cleaned out, the PC, everything, and it looks fantastic. It looks really, really good. So let's get started with this tour, which, we got the mouse pad right here. I got 2 of them. I got one for over here for the soundbar right underneath right here, so I can hear all the music, stuff like that, gaming, whatever. It'll be right there. I got my remote right here. This is my my portable keyboard and mouse combo. So when I go chill on the bed over there, when I'm sleeping and I want to just use this monitor, I turn it that way, use this, and I can watch YouTube videos, watch anime, whatever that I want. I could just sit on the bed, chill, about to go to sleep. So that's what I use. Got that right there. Got the controller for the soundbar right here. And then over here, you can see I got the new EVGA mouse. It's really nice, and I like this. It's the X20. I've been using it. It's really nice. I like the software for it. The RGB lights. I turned it down to 25%. If you want to save on battery for this, because this is chargeable, You can literally just turn off the RGB lights and it will save on battery, saves on charge, but I left it on 25%, not super bright. Then you know I still got my keyboard, my nice little small one. This is the Red Dragon. This is very a small form factor keyboard. I used to have a longer one, but I wanted more smaller on my desk. Doesn't take up a lot of room and stuff like that. So then if I want to lay down my phone, my tablet, which I have my tablet stand right here, which is charging, which I do have one of these cable organizers. I got like two of them, one for the mic right here and for the HyperX Quadcast mic. I kept this right here. This is for making video, audio, stuff like that, so I got to turn it off. It's on. But yeah, I got this clean, wiped down. That looks good. I can swing it out. This is for my phone stand. I want to put my phone right here. I want to charge it and stuff like that while I'm playing the game because I don't need the keyboard. I just unplug it, plug it right there, charging while I'm like gaming or something like that. Which I was playing this last night. This is just my recordings of it. I did this like a week ago. That I put it together, posted up on YouTube. So make that as a premiere. That's what I'm going to be doing. I will be getting back into doing some live streams, but it's going to have to wait for a little bit. I did some vlogging not too long ago. If you want to go check out those vlogs, you can see the New York vlog. That is like about a 30-minute long video. I just cut it down and stuff like that. And then if you want to hear some context, like extra context of that the video that I made before I did a live stream, I was talking about it, all the things that I did, you can go check that out as well. So yeah, so there's Starfield clip, which I'm going to be posting up later on during the week. That's already set. So yeah, so there's that mouse pad. I did got me the new lamp thing right here. It's like more flexible, adjustable, so which is fine because I got two different light sources. I got this one and this one. So this one I can just make it, again, like much more brighter, lower, change the color and stuff like that, change the angle. I can make this higher, lower. And this right here is for, like, again, putting my phone on here, doing a top-down view if I'm doing like an unboxing, stuff like that, or whatever, doing some model kits, which I might be doing in December, which that's going to be on the way. So there's that. I got my nice little clock right there with that. I like this because then when you look up on the ceiling, it tells me the time. So then I don't have to look at my phone. I can just like lay on my bed. If I need to know what time it is, I look up here. I was like, oh, okay, it's this time. All right. So it's time to get up if I need to. So that's perfect. And, I could change it to how dark it is, how bright it is. I'll put it right there. So there's that. Yep, there's my tablet. There's my new thing. Now, you're probably wondering, what's the new thing that I did also with this headstand. I have the old one is out. This is the new one, which it doesn't take up doesn't take up a slot on this cord wall. So this is powered by USB, which I do like. And you could change the colors with this. I kept it on white, but now I got my my Corsairs charging right here, which these are charging actually underneath the power cord and stuff like that. And that one right there, that's charges for my mouse over there. So when I'm done at the end of the night and I want to charge it, I can charge it, watch a few videos or so, and then I'm going to sleep. And then I got my, again, my controllers back over here if I need it. Take it off the stand, which is fine. I could fit all this with just controllers if I wanted to, but I just said I just want the headphones in the front, controllers right there in the back, perfectly fine with me. Then I got my nice little speaker right here, so then if I want to listen to like YouTube podcasting or something like that without interfering with this, I can just have this separate and just listen to it and stuff like that, adjust the volume and stuff. So there's that. Then you see there's this light source right here in the back, which I just use to light up the background and stuff like that. So if you go far away, you can see like it's lighting up. I could put RGB lights if I want to, do all that stuff. I could even do the same thing for that one right there, RGB lights if I want to. So if I choose so, and I could change that to just a solid color, which is white, whatever. I just left it like that, which is fine. You know, all this stuff pretty much nice and neat. It's clean. Got my footrest underneath there. The PC is in the back right here. You probably don't see the color. I gotta hit that reset button. So if I hold it down, because when I go watch movies and TV show, I don't want like a whole bunch of color lights. So there it is. There's the RGB lights. There's all of the things that I clean. It's nice and clean, beautiful. Temperature is running great. Everything is smooth sailing. If you want to look on the side, that's what it looks like. There it is. So there's that. And then, you know, of course, I got my two 27-inch monitor. This one is running at 100 hertz. I got that from Best Buy, open box, only for like $98. Not a bad pickup, and it works. It's not really broken. And I know when I took it out, it made this weird noise and stuff like that. But then if I go into the settings, turn everything off, and put it back to default, everything is fine. Monitor is clean, not the scratch. And I put it on the evasive mount, so it's running at 100 hertz. This is still 75 hertz. So all it is just my recordings and stuff like that. I game on this one, not on this one. This is just for like editing and stuff like that. And that's my Samsung. I had that for a while. 27-inch, 75 hertz. That's all I really need. I'm just gaming on one monitor, not both. So there's that, which is pretty cool. So yeah, pretty much that's my basic setup tour right there. All of my stuff is nice and neat, organized, clean. Got all my chargeable stuff that I need, and everything looks pretty clean and set. I'm just like chilling. This is great. I love it. It's so well done and organized. Oh man, I'm loving it. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about my brand new setup. You like it? Comment, leave all that down below, and I'll catch you guys on the next video that I'm going to be posting up. So I'll see you guys soon. Later. Peace.